Secrets of coins, revealing the rare coins in history, disclosed.
Collectors in the United States, before you spend that old penny, take a closer look at the 1920 Lincoln wheat cent. At first glance, it may seem like a normal coin, but some examples of this wheat penny have sold for over $10,000 in the collector market. Before we continue, support our effort. Subscribe, like, and share so we can bring you more videos like this. On the front of this historic coin, you will see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Above his head are the words, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty appears on the left side and the date 1920 appears on the right. This design was first introduced in 1909 and quickly became one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. Just below the date, you might also notice a small mint mark. Some coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, while others were made at the Denver Mint or the San Francisco Mint. The mint mark can make a big difference when collectors evaluate a coin's rarity and value. Now turn the coin over and you will see two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Because of this design, these coins are widely known as wheat pennies. This classic wheat design remained on the Lincoln cent until 1958 and is still loved by collectors today. Many of these coins circulated heavily for decades, which means most examples show wear. However, collectors are always searching for coins with strong details, clear lettering, and sharp wheat lines. Coins that still have their original copper color and mint luster are especially valuable. Another exciting possibility is mint errors. Some coins were struck with doubled letters, die cracks, or off-center designs. These unusual mint mistakes can make certain coins much more valuable and highly collectible. Experienced collectors also know one important rule: never clean old coins. Cleaning can damage the natural surface and reduce the coin's collector value. Coins that remain in their original condition are always more desirable. Because of rarity and high grades and strong collector demand, exceptional examples of the 1920 Lincoln wheat cent have reached over $12,000 in the collector market. So the next time you see a 1920 penny, check it carefully before spending it. That small copper coin in your pocket could actually be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Collectors in the United States, before you spend that old penny, take a closer look at the 1944 Lincoln wheat cent. At first glance, it may look like a normal coin, but some rare versions of this wheat penny have sold for over $100,000 in the collector market. Before we continue, support our effort. Subscribe, like, and share so we can bring you more videos like this. The 1944 Lincoln wheat cent is a historic coin from the final years of World War II, and it tells an interesting story about U.S. coinage during wartime. On the front of the coin, you will see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has been featured on the penny since 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. Above Lincoln's head are the words, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty appears on the left side and the date 1944 appears on the right. Just below the date, you might notice a small mint mark, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mark for Philadelphia. This mint mark is very important to collectors because it indicates where the coin was produced and can sometimes indicate rarer varieties. Coins from the San Francisco Mint and Denver Mint are especially sought after in high grades. Turn the coin over and you will see the classic wheat stalk design surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Because of this design, these coins are commonly called wheat pennies. The reverse design was used from 1909 until 1958 and remains one of the most iconic and collectible designs in U.S. coinage history. What makes the 1944 penny particularly fascinating is its wartime context. During World War II, the United States faced a shortage of copper needed for military equipment. In 1943, the U.S. Mint switched to steel pennies to conserve copper for the war effort. In 1944, copper was reintroduced, but a very small number of pennies were accidentally struck on leftover steel blanks from 1943. These rare 1944 steel pennies are among the most valuable and sought-after coins in the world, with a few selling for well over $100,000. Collectors also pay attention to the condition of the coin. Coins with sharp details, clear lettering, and strong wheat lines are highly prized. Those that retain their original copper color and mint luster are much more desirable. Mint errors, such as doubled letters, die cracks, or off-center strikes, can also dramatically increase a coin's value. Another key tip for collectors is to never clean old coins. Cleaning may seem like it improves the appearance, but it can actually damage the original surface and reduce the coin's collector value. Coins that remain in their natural condition are always more desirable and are often the ones that fetch the highest prices at auctions. Because of the combination of wartime history, rarity, and collector demand, exceptional examples of the 1944 Lincoln wheat cent, especially the rare steel varieties, have reached well over $100,000 in the collector market. Beyond the monetary value, this coin represents an important piece of American history. Each penny tells a story of innovation, survival, and national effort during one of the most challenging periods in the 20th century. Collectors and history enthusiasts alike treasure these coins not only for their value but also for the story they carry. So, the next time you come across a 1944 penny, take a careful look. Examine the date, check for the mint mark, and observe the coin's condition. That ordinary-looking penny in your pocket, jar, or drawer could be an extraordinary collectible, a hidden treasure that tells a story from the heart of American history.